Welcome back to Balanced Health. The first step in healthy eating is buying healthy products when you're shopping. And today, Joe will explain the differences between standard grain-fed meats and organic grass-fed meats. He'll also give us some tips on what to look for when we're buying meats. And we talk about this a lot, Joe, but it's very, very important.
Well, it's huge, Shirley, because meat is, especially in America, meat and poultry is a staple of our diet. 2 meals a day, most people have some type of meat or poultry. And the studies that are done on this, and especially red meat, the studies are flawed because invariably they're taking their data and based on, processed meat, commercially raised cows. And so, we'll start here with the red meat. Here is your typical commercial raised cow, okay? Lives most of his life indoors, doesn't get a lot of daylight, doesn't get fresh air. He's not roaming on the range, eating grass. He's being pumped full of steroids and hormones and antibiotics and so on and so forth, and is being fed grain. The last time you drove down a country road and looked on a farm, I've never seen a cow in a wheat field, okay?
No.
He's over eating grass, okay? Look at this meat. Look at how much white there is in there and how much marbling there is.
And if I could say, Joe, this is probably not real cheap beef. This is probably a better, and it's still got a lot of marbling in it.
And I'm going to talk about cost real quick in a second. This is grass-fed beef. The one in the middle here is grass-fed, okay? Look how nice and red it is, how very little white and fat that you have in there, okay? And this is bison. Very low in fat. Did you know bison has less fat and cholesterol than skinless chicken breast, and even steamed skinless chicken breast? So people don't know that about bison. They think, oh, this big burly animal. I don't want to be big and burly, We
give a lot of bison recipes on this show, and that's why it's very healthy.
So, and now let's talk about money real quick. When you have this much fat in something, there's a lot, you lose a lot when you cook it.
Okay,
so yes, you pay more per pound for these, but you have a greater net retention. And here's the other thing. Because it's leaner, oddly enough, it'll fill you up more because there's more nutrients in it. Your body uses the nutrients, you'll eat less. I don't think the cost is really much different. Let's move over to chicken.
Okay, good.
Here we have our commercially processed chicken. They're strung up and, strung together by IVs, all in their cages. They live their life inside of a little cage, okay? They're artificially inseminated. They're forced to produce 1 jillion eggs a day.
And they have bad stuff in them. That's the bottom line.
The worst. Commercially raised chicken is even worse than commercially raised beef, believe it or not. You'd be better off with the beef because it's a smaller animal. He holds the toxins in more. She holds the toxins in more. So this is now they're pumped full of steroids, hormones, antibiotics, all the things to make them grow bigger and quicker so they can get them to market, okay? This is the middle of the road. This is your brands like Purdue and Tyson who don't use steroids and hormones, okay, or antibiotics, but it is grain-fed. So again, that's not a chicken's normal diet, but it's this is still a good choice. It's still a solid choice.
Better than that one.
Better than that.
Okay.
Now here is a chicken that is free range. It's led to lead its own diet. That means running around eating bugs and rocks and the stuff that God designed chickens to eat. And you'll notice, Shirley, how much smaller this piece of meat is than this. There's no growth hormone in there. One of the reasons why our society is so much bigger today than it was 50 and 100 years ago is the other growth hormones that we're eating in our food. The average height of a man has gone up almost 3 inches, and the average weight of an American male has gone up almost 40 pounds. Overeating's part of it. The growth hormone in it is also part of it. So when you combine something like this, Shirley, like with Kylea's Total Living Drink, it's a great meal. If you're for lunch, you could have a bison patty with some spinach. You're not taking in grains and sugars. You get all the protein and nutrition. It's good eating.
And I have to tell you, I just tried Peggy's peppers. I just cooked those last week, and I'm telling you, yes, with bison, and they were so filling. I could not believe it. I was very, very full.
That's a great meal. No grains, no processed grains, no sugars, no starches, and it filled you up.
It was really excellent. Well, this has been a great show, and I know this kind of information is really helpful.
People need to follow this advice.
Simple choices. Well, for more information on physicals or buying organic meats, go to TLN.com and click on shows, and then go to Balanced Health. That's all the time we have, but we want to really thank Dr. Walt Larimore for answering our questions, and we hope you enjoyed the show today. If you'd like a copy of this program, give us a call and order a DVD right now. To submit your health questions, email us at balancedhealth@tln.com or call the number on your screen, and we'll answer them on the air. For Joe Costello and myself, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Balanced Health. God bless.